Hello academic stars, welcome to Caltex Academy. In case you're new, my name is Julius and thank you for joining us today. On our board, we're looking at a question from physics and how to read Vernier Callipers. If you have any instrument to read, we first need to get something referred to as the least count. Now, the least count is the total distance. For our case here, Vernier Callipers is used for measuring distances in centimeters. So, the least distance this instrument can measure. Now, when you look at this, the graduation here is in millimeters. And for us to convert it to this main scale, then we need to also have the least scale measured in these millimeters. And here, always, the least count is 0.01 millimeters. That is when we're using it to convert it to centimeters and we add the two scales together. So that is one thing we first need to note before making any reading. So I've just mentioned here that we have two scales. The one up here is the main scale, and this scale will give us the reading in the main scale. So the next one here we have the vernier scale. And also we could get the vernier scale reading. Now our question here is from this examination past paper that says what is the reading shown on the vernier calipers. We need to look at the main scale, and for us to get the main scale reading, what we do is to look at the number before this vernier calipers. So we have here 5.3. And since the instrument measures to 2 decimal places as our smallest reading or the least count, then this instrument will also have everything to 2 decimal places. And for us to make this 2 decimal place, we can add 0 here. Now we're gonna add this to the vernier scale. Now for the vernier scale, we need to get the two graduation coincides together and we multiply by our least count, that is 0.1. So we're gonna write here 0.1 times the number of counts. So let's trace to see where they coincide. So they coincide here and start counting from here, and we have 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, we multiply this by 3 and realize that we have our 5.30 plus 0.03. So when you add this together, our result will be 5.33, and that is in centimeters, as the reading unit is this one here. Now from there you will have gotten your 2 marks. Preparably will give you mark here and how to come up with that. So let's move on and take a look at the next question here, saying convert the reading in A above 2 meters. We know how to convert units from one to another. For instance, we can say 1 meter contains 100 centimeter, and our reading here is in centimeter, so we're going to place it here as 5.33 centimeter will give us something, and that is x. So if we have done this cross multiplication, we'll obtain here 100. X equals to 1 times this value, we get back our 5.33. So for us to get x, we divide both sides by 100. Therefore, our x alone will be this value 5.33 divided by 100. So you can even get a calc and enter everything there and you get your result, and that is 5.33 divided by 100. Our result is this. So that is 0.0533. So we're gonna place it here 33, that is in meters. So let's place it down here and we have our 0.0533. We skipped 1 0 here, sorry about that, and that is in meters. So let's go ahead and see the next part here. Write the reading in B1 in standard notation. Now we know in physics, when your numbers are smaller, it's good to write it in standard notation or scientific notation. And we're going to write this in a form that when you have a number A multiplies by 10 raised to power, we can say B. And what are these numbers? A is called mantissa, and B is the characteristics, while 10 is the base to which these characteristics is raised. Now what we're going to do is to write our number here, that is the reading in meters to standard form. So we're gonna count moving in that direction, and that is always negative. So how many times do we move in order for us to get the non-zero term? So we have to move 1 and 2 steps into this direction. So we're gonna put it here that we have 5.33 term is 10, and raised power the number of times we have moved, and that is 2. And because we have moved in that direction, that is clockwise, of course it's taken to be negative, and we have that. If you have a less number, then we have to bring it between 0 and 10, or 1 to 9. And here is less than 1, so I have brought it here. 5.39 is between 0 and 10, or in this range, and that earns us 1 mark here. So here there are 2 marks, somewhere here, and this conversion there. You may not necessarily need to have this, but you can recognize that you need to divide this centimeters by 100 in order for you to get that. So there we have some part here. This is 100. So that is where you earn that 1 mark, and plus this to make 2 marks. So let's move on to the next one here, and this says how many significant figures does the Vernier calipers reading in meters have? Now we can come back here and look at the number of significant figures. Take note that there are a number of zeros that are not counted as significant figures, especially the leading zeros. We have 3 types of zeros: leading zeros, then trapped zeros, and also trailing zeros. For now, in total, we have 3 significant figures. Because these are leading zeros, they are not significant, and we have 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, in our solution, we'll put here that we have 3 significant figures for these values in meters. And that is all about this question. So let's move on and also look at the next question here to have us more practice and hands-on. And of course, here we get our 1 mark. How many marks do we have in total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's move on and take a look at our question number 2. Yeah, in this question is also still one of the practice questions where we have this figure given to us, and we can study the 2 scales. Here it has been given for us that this is the main scale and this is Vernier scale. Then question A says, what is the reading of the Vernier calipers? And also still 2 marks. For us to get the reading of the Vernier calipers, as I mentioned earlier on, we need to have the reading of the main scale. Then we add it to the reading of the Vernier scale while multiplying it by our least count, that is 0.01. Then now we multiply it by the reading of the Vernier scale. When we come back here, what we have is 8. But remember, we're reading something before this Vernier scale will come in. And since we have here 8, then the number before would be 7. And the least number here, the number near to 8 is 0.9, meaning we have 7.9. So we're going to put it here that we have 7.9. And since we know Vernier calipers measure to 2 decimal places, we can place our 0 here in order for us to make addition simpler. Then how many graduations do we have so that they coincide together? So we can see this is the point of concision, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 smaller spaces. Therefore, we multiply this by 0.01 times our 5, and we get 0.05. So we're gonna add 7.90 to 0.05. So when we sum up this together, we will obtain 7.95, and that is in centimeter. So this is where we also get our mark of adding this to come up with that. Then the next thing is here, part B says, write in words the SI units of the following physical quantities and state their symbols. For velocity, their SI unit, we know that velocity is measured in meters per second. And now the symbol is either m, then s, -1, or somebody can say m / s, and that is 1 mark. Then here we have temperature, and we know temperature is measured in thermodynamic scale, and that is in Kelvin. Therefore, while writing, we need to write in lowercase k, representing Kelvin, and the unit symbol is capital letter K. We have to write clearly so that this represents the symbol for Kelvin. and small k representing the unit. So in case you have written this one here in capital letter, it will refer to the scientist called Kelvin who studied temperature. So all units are always given in lower case, but the symbols are in capital letter, just like Newton. When we are using Newton as unit, then we have to come up with small letter n, but the symbol must be capital letter N. So we have to take note of that. If you have watched up to this point, thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing to the channel to give me morale of making more of these videos, and also for you to get notified if we have videos uploaded online. See you in the next video. Peace out.